Sup everybody, welcome back to another installment of Time Attack Tuesday. Today I wanted to use something that's not quite used very often. It's kind of an oddball, it's kind of one of those really weird cars you just don't ever see. And yeah, so it's going to be the John Cooper Works Mini Cooper. Now I am a huge fan of Mini Cooper, I always have been. And I figured what we'd do today is just, have some fun. Today we're not going to try to beat the BMW from last week. We're just going to try and have some fun. And now the rules of the series, obviously it must remain in stock drivetrain. So it's going to remain front wheel drive. So this might be a little interesting. Yeah, we'll kind of go from there. Also, we have to build it up to A class. So I think what I'm going to do, mainly because, first of all, I want it to handle well. So we're going to do all the handling bits first. And we can't go any higher than Sport Compound. Also, I know I've mentioned that in last week's episode, but still, whatever. 235s in the rear, which is not the greatest. And 235s in the front, which is not the greatest. So, okay, this might be very interesting. Now, I don't know, we might have to end up swapping the engine out. If I can leave the stock one in there and get it to the top of A class, we'll do that. I don't know why the hell my controller is double skipping on some of these things, but whatever. But yeah, if we can leave the stock engine in, then we're going to. And if we do have to change it out, obviously we will. But I want to try not to. I did end up swapping the one from last week, so I guess really it doesn't make any difference. Man, look at those funky wheels, man. Those are so weird looking. That is so not normal. So not. Honestly, I think those are quite ugly. But whatever. See, again, why the hell is it? Why the hell am I double tapping? I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. But, yeah, we're going to lower the thing, obviously, so we can have the adjustability of the race suspension, as well as the roll bars. Do this. Papa. Yep, right there. Thank you. And we're going to do the roll cage. Now, do I want to try to do weight reduction? All it weighs 2,600 pounds, so... Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. We might do stage 2. Or we'll do stage 1, considering there is no stage 2. So we'll do this. And if we need to come back and do that, obviously we will. And if we need to do anything else, we'll do that as well, such as the engine or whatever. Now, I am tempted to put these on here. I actually think this thing looks kind of cool with the racing bits on it. So, we're going to do that. We're going to do just kind of for the hell of it. I think it's going to need the help, to be honest. And yeah, see, I actually think that looks cool on this car. I don't know what it is about it, but I like it. And so we're going to throw that on there. Now, that did kind of hurt our rating a little bit. So let's get the engine built. Let's do this. Start throwing in some power. And we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, no, we should be able to get to the top of A class just fine. Just fine. So fine, so fine. I don't know what I'm doing. I do apologize. Throw on as much power as we can. We're already at 340 horsepower, which, if you ask me, that's a bit too much for a front-wheel drive car. But we're going to do what we can. I do imagine that this thing is actually, you know what? Do the flywheel first before I forget, because the flywheel is the most important aspect of the engine, I believe. 400 horsepower. Okay, that's adding weight, so let's not do that. Let's do these. And 416 horsepower. And 7. Okay, cool. We got it. So it's going to end at 440 horsepower with 377 foot-pounds of torque, all going to the front wheels. So we might have a little bit of an issue. However, that being said, I'm actually going to go and throw a paint scheme on this thing because it looks a little weird. And after that, I'll see you guys at the racetrack. Alrighty, so we're here on the racetrack, and you guys can see what we did to the car. Nothing really extravagant, nothing too crazy in terms of paint schemes. However, it is available for download if you want it. Just search up like Monster Mini Cooper or whatever. The reason why I went with Monster is because I'm drinking one right now as we speak. And yeah, without all that boring stuff, this thing actually turned out to sound pretty good, if I do say so myself. But yeah, we're gonna get underway now. If you guys are new to the series. We have, oh my god, all of the wheel spin. We have a total of 6 laps, but the 5 flying laps are what matter, and we're going to take the best out of those 5 flying laps and go from there. So this first one's kind of a test. Now, as always with all front-wheel drive cars. And oh my god, that wheel spin is gnarly. Oh my gosh. But yeah, as with all front-wheel drive cars, the rear tires always take forever to warm up. So hopefully that won't be that much of an issue here. The brakes are actually pretty good. It actually stopped really well right there. I did not expect that. Maybe the downforce has something maybe to do with that? I don't know. I don't know, but this thing is actually feeling okay. Now I am afraid that maybe front tire spin might be a little bit of an issue, but you know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now, or well, I'm not really gonna shut up, but we're gonna start focusing now as we come on to our first lap that matters. So we're gonna run 5 flying laps, and we're gonna take the best lap out of the 5 and see how well it does up against the BMW from last week. Now the BMW was really well and did not have as much understeer, but I think we're just gonna kind of have to work with that. Okay, so we'll have to work on that first corner just a little bit. That understeer is a little bit more deadly than I thought it was gonna be, but this thing's got damn good acceleration. Oh my god, I am so surprised. Try not to lock our brakes up right here. This is a really nasty corner. If you guys don't get it slowed down enough, you guys have to be really careful because you have this immediate left-hand corner right there. These two really sharp corners. Now there's a bump right there you kind of need to be really aware of, but it's nothing that, once you kind of throw on a race suspension, it's really not that bad to deal with. And right here, you know, the car actually has a really good turn-in, and again, I think that might be because, oh my god, that might be because we have the downforce, the aero bits on, but I'm not sure. It actually feels pretty good. And what we discovered last week is that you can actually run this inside quite a bit and then start braking. Oh my god, the brakes on this thing are fucking phenomenal. I am not even gonna lie, it feels so good. A little bouncy right there. I might have the suspension just a little bit too soft, but oh well, nothing I'm gonna do about that right now. It's got really good initial turn-in, man, and even at that, drive off. If you stay in 3rd gear, especially 3rd gear, it actually doesn't spin its tires all that bad. I'm going to try staying in 3rd gear for this corner right here. Maybe to see if we can not have as much wheel spin initially. This car does obviously have a turbo on it, and hopefully maybe we can use that turbo lag to our advantage when it comes to in terms of not spinning the tires. But okay, yeah, you know, I handled that really well. This thing actually feels pretty good. Now it's really slow through here. I think that initial, oh my god, get away from the wall, torque steer. But I think that initial, like that left hand, as soon as you make that right hand corner and that last little bit of the chicane, it doesn't so much care for that direction change. But oh my god, I think we just did a wheelie, guys. I think we might have just done a wheelie. Yeah, okay, I might have run a little bit too much on the inside right there, but it's nothing that this little Mini Cooper can't handle. It's turning out to be very, very, very good. I'm actually quite surprised, to be honest. I didn't really expect this thing to be so planted. But again, I think that might be because we threw on the aero bits, you know? I'm not sure. Staying in 3rd here worked out pretty well last time, so we're going to do it again. Sacrifice the exit right there. Get this. You guys can see that bump right there. I don't know if you guys can see that as well as you would whenever you're actually playing the game, but I don't know. Got a lot of wheel spin right there, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful next time round. Now this is the bit that I was talking about. It doesn't like this change of direction. However, it handled that really well, except for whenever you come back onto the racetrack. It's not really caring for the banking. It's not really caring for that abrupt sudden change of direction. So okay, we handled that much better this time around. Get that inside curve. Try not to carry out wide again. Got to get this. Just barely miss the apex, but maybe we can make up for it. And this last little bit, I love this. Is a good corner right there. That's a fantastic corner to take in almost any car. And this thing is just it handles it so well, man. It really does. I'm absolutely stoked that this thing is driving so well. I didn't really expect it to, but the brakes on it are just phenomenal. I think that's kind of its saving grace, to be honest, because it naturally being a front-wheel drive car, it is kind of going to. You guys can see where we were doing our 11s right there, but it naturally wants to spin its tires, especially when you come out of a corner at a fairly fast pace. We handled that much better right there. We're gonna go directly for the wall. which is always good. But here we come to our last lap. We're going to try to clean up that one corner just a little bit, get this curb, braking straight line, not lock the brakes up, just flow right through. That was perfect, absolutely spot on. Getting a little squirrely on me, try to get slowed down just enough, handled that much better, got the curb. And I'm going to slow down again, try to get inside this little dip right there. That dip is there to help you. So if you guys are actually racing on the track in any online form, make sure you get the car turned in there just enough. Brake early enough so that we don't overshoot this like we did plenty of times last week. And again, it's not a problem. The brakes on this thing are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, man. Okay, so I think we're on a roll right now. Try not to spin our tires again right here. Kind of messed up that entry just a little bit, but it's okay. And don't miss the apex. We did actually end up missing the apex. Maybe we can still end up being just a little bit faster. And get into the gas, haul ass. Coming down to the finish line. Let's see what we get. Are we faster than the last lap? Yes, we are by almost 2/10. Alright, man. I'm going to take that. The lap time is actually... What did it turn out to be? It turned out to be a 102.5, which actually that might be pretty close to the BMW. I'm not sure. I actually kind of forgot to do this a little bit right here, where I showed the lap time in the last video, so if you guys have seen that, I do apologize. If you haven't, you should go check it out, because it's the first of this series, and I figured it might be a little interesting. However, I think that's going to do it for this video, man. This little Mini Cooper, I'm telling you, I think if maybe it was swapped to rear-wheel drive, it might actually be a little bit more applicable to a racetrack setting. But it actually does all right. Like, it's got the brakes on this thing are fan-fucking-tastic, which is, I don't know. Maybe it's the downforce, maybe it's the weight. You know, I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I'm definitely going to take it. However, that being said, if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure you slay that like button, because the support really helps me out. And don't forget to follow my social media down in the description. Facebook, Twitter, Car Throttle even. I'm not ever on Car Throttle, but if you guys are, you guys can find me there as well. If you guys are new, please subscribe, because if you subscribe, you guys will see more videos like this every single Monday through Friday, 2 times a day. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna, wow, I don't know. I think I'm just kind of relaxed a little bit and drink up my Monster, and still just kind of revealing the fact that this little Mini Cooper kicks ass, man. For all of you guys that say Mini Coopers can't be fast, I think this proves you wrong. However, that being said, until next time, guys, peace out.